This video is on parent functions. Parent functions are the graphs of functions that have no transformations occurring to them. Most parent functions will go through the coordinate of 0, 0. Once you have turned the parent function into a transformation, you will see that the coordinate from the original, the vertex, or the starting point will actually change. So for linear, your y equals mx plus b for linear functions. Your b value is your starting value, and then your slope would be your m value. For a linear function for a parent graph, it'll have a slope of 1 and a coordinate of 0, 0 for your starting coordinate. Again, most functions will start at 0, 0 and have an a value of just 1 because it's that multiplication of 1, so that we can find that coordinate by plugging in the independent variable x to get out the dependent variable y. If you add or subtract numbers to the x, or if you add or subtract numbers to the y's, or if you multiply the values, then you will have a transformation. There are a couple of things that you will want to remember for parent functions. Parent functions are the original graphs. So if you are going to do any transformations, you have to understand the symbol and the structure of the graph to make sure you know what is going to be happening. The constant f of x equals a, this really stands for y equals, but for f of x equals a constant is just a number. This graph here does not necessarily have to go through 0, 0, because y equals a number does not have to go through 0. This is still a function, and it will just be y equals a number. The other one that you might have another name for, so we have linear, absolute value, the greatest integer, quadratic, cubic, square root, and cube root. And please remember that quadratics and square roots are inverses of each other, and cubics and cube roots are inverses of each other. You also have exponential and logarithmic, which are also inverses of each other. These do not go through the origin. The parent function does not go through the origin. They actually have asymptotes. So the asymptote of the x-axis for an exponential, and the asymptote of the y-axis for the logarithmic. The other reciprocal, which is 1 over x. Then another name for this could be inverse variation. So this is also an inverse graph. Also does not go through 0, 0. Actually has asymptotes. The parent function will have an asymptote at the x-axis and also on the y-axis. You also have rational functions. And then you also have trigonometric functions. You have the sine of x, cosine of x, and tangent of x. These again are the parent functions that have no phase shifts. Their amplitude is only 1, and they have a period of 2 pi. So parent functions again are the original functions with no transformations occurring.